Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the City of San Juan, I would like to welcome all the athletes, officials, and delegates of the participating countries in the first ever esports for the Southeast Asian Games. This is a very, very historic day because for the first time, esports will be played in the Southeast Asian Games. And this is a very historic event for the City of San Juan because you all are here. You are all here in our city, and it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to our historic city. I was told earlier that we will be doing our very best to make sure that esports will be played in the Tokyo Olympics. So let's all do our part in order to uplift esports. It is becoming very popular, and seeing all of you here today makes me very happy. Allow me to share to you that it's also my birthday today, and this is the biggest birthday gift. The biggest birthday gift I will ever receive is having all of you here in the city of San Juan. I was once an athlete myself. I used to play college basketball, so I understand the sacrifices that athletes have to undergo every single day. And we as athletes, we work for physical and mental discipline, and that is what you all do as athletes. So this morning, again, allow me to welcome all of you, and allow me to wish you good luck, and may the best countries win in the esports competition of the Southeast Asian Games. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Very well said. Thank you so much, Mayor Francis Zamora, and a big happy birthday to you. Now, to give us a few words, may I please call on stage Min Liangtan, CEO of Razer, the official esports partner of the 30th Southeast Asian Games.
All right, thank you very much. Honorable Mayor of San Juan City, Francis Zamora. We've got Congressman, President of the Philippines Olympics Committee, Abraham Tolentino, and of course Kenneth Fock, a good friend of ours, the President of AAEF. It is great to be here. Good morning. I'm really excited in San Juan City, right in front of everybody. I think there's a live stream going on Twitch, on YouTube, essentially covering what is truly a historic moment. About a year and a half ago, I remember I came across to Manila and I met with Speaker Cayetano and the Philippines Olympic Committee. And I spoke with them. I said, do you guys know anything about esports? And at that point of time, they said, what is esports? Tell us a little bit more about it. And the one thing that really struck my mind at that point of time was when Speaker Cayetano said, this is something for the youth, and the youth is incredibly important to Philippines, and he's all for it. So today, we are here, a truly, truly historic moment for us at Razer. We're one of the pioneers of esports. We're one of the biggest brands in the world for esports, and I'm incredibly proud to say that we are now going to see esports as a medal sport for all of us out here. So it's really great for us to be here, and I'm really excited. So I'm looking forward to the next couple of days where we're going to see some great competition. We're going to be able to see some great, I think, fights between the different countries over here. But for all of us at Southeast Asia and for the world, we're going to win as one and be truly for gamers, by gamers. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Min Liangtan. Next on stage is the President of the Asian Electronic Sports Federation. Please welcome Mr. Kenneth Fock.
Hello, Philippines. How are you? Congressman Tolentino, Mayor Zamora, happy birthday. My good friend Ramon, Min, and all the fans present today. We mentioned earlier we are making history here today. First of all, I'd like to thank the members of the Sea Council, the Sea Federation, for your vision and for your trust and your willingness to embrace the future, for allowing esports to be contested here. Before coming to the Philippines, I received from my office a lot of pictures of esports athletes from around the region. They were all dressed in their national uniform, proudly posing as they set off to represent their countries here in Manila. So without your vision, they won't be here. And I thank you on behalf of the athletes. Also, I would like to thank and show appreciation for the Philippines government and our friends at the organizing committee for making this dream come true. With a historical 56 sports, organizing these games is no easy feat. And I'm proud to say, as a technical delegate, AESF is now part of the family. More importantly, it's indeed nice to see Philippines as a country which enjoys esports, where I also believe the fan base is growing rapidly. This is in part thanks to the hard work of all of you, all of the esports community here in Philippines. You know, at the center of this drive, at the center of this movement, are the fans. So I'm so happy to see all of you here today. The narrative throughout last year was that esports is not the next big thing. It's already here, and it's been on a rapid rise throughout these years in every single way. I just want to share with you, a recent report indicated that over 1 billion people, that's over an eighth of the world's population, now follow esports, and is on the trend to surpass many traditional sports when it comes to overall view. So the fans really are the center of this movement. And besides delivering quality events, us at AESF, we are building up the sustainability of esports moving forward, promoting the positive image of the esports, engaging in bridging gaps between different stakeholders, and of course, at the center of this is reaching new fans. And at the heart of this drive are our dedicated and loyal members. They have been building the necessary foundations for the solid ecosystem in their respective region. So, without further ado, I thank you all for your kind attention. And with this, I'm proud to officially welcome the esports event at the 30th edition of the SEA Games, and here in the wonderful country of Philippines. Esports, we win as one. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Kenneth Bok. Now finally gracing us with his presence. Let us all welcome on stage Congressman Abraham Tolentino, President of the Philippine Olympic Committee.
Thank you and good morning. In behalf of the Philippine Olympic Committee and the SEA Games Federation Council, I would like to welcome, thank, and congratulate all the delegates and participants in today's e-games, e-sports. I would like to thank, of course, our major partner, Razer, and the Asian Esports Federation. You know, this is the first ever medal games of esports. First, in SEA Games, nauna pa tayo sa Asian Games and Olympics. There will be no e-games in Olympics. Maybe in Paris or before the Olympics. But definitely, e-games will be promoted and will be part of Asian Games in 2022 in Hangzhou, China. Again, congratulations, welcome, and thank you very much for supporting this first ever SEA Game, e-games in SEA Games in our region. Thank you very much and good morning.
Thank you, Mr. Abraham Tolentino. To lead our esports athletes for the oath of sportsmanship, may I call on stage Team Philippines as representative for the Hearthstone discipline, Ms. Jacinta Gia D. And she will be accompanied by Mr. Abraham Tolentino.
All athletes and officials, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. In the name of the athletes, and in honor of all judges, coaches, and officials, we vow to take part in these Southeast Asian Games, upholding true sportsmanship and and the spirit of fair play. We shall put the honor of our teams above everything else, while committing ourselves to the glory of the sport, and carry the pride of our countries with respect for the fundamental principles of Olympism throughout the 2019 Southeast Asian Games. We win as one.
Thank you very much, Gia. And now to formally open the 30th Southeast Asian Games 2019 esports event, may I welcome back on stage the following: Honorable Francis Zamora, Mayor of San Juan City; Min Liangtang, CEO of Razer, the official esports partner of the 30th Southeast Asian Games; Mr. Kenneth Fok, President of Asian Electronic Sports Federation; Ramon Suzara, COO of FISGOC; Chairman Butch Ramirez of the Philippine Sports Commission; Acting CEO and Moonton Representative Sherry Sia; Dixon Lee, Game Operations for Garena; and lastly, Jin Woo Choi of Blizzard. Now we are about to witness a momentous event as our representatives will push the button to signify the start of the esports event here in the 30th Southeast Asian Games. And they will do so in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the games begin. Now, may we please ask our Federation leaders to stay on stage and pose for the cameras for a quick photo op. All right, thank you once again, Honorable Francis Zamora, Min Liangtang, Mr. Kenneth Fok, Ramon Suzara, Congressman Abraham Tolentino, Chairman Butch Ramirez, Sherry Sia, Dixon Lee, and Jin Woo Choi. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for an action-packed competition from the best esports athletes from Southeast Asia? All right, I know you're all very excited, so we'll kick off the first game of the 30th Southeast Asian Games after this quick break.
name is Robert Boone. I'm the captain of EVOS Esports SG and I go by the IGN of Oh Dear Bambi. I was sacrificing my studies for esports because competitions unfortunately fell during my exam period, so I wasn't able to study as much, and because of that my grades did take some damage. I always wanted to be in competitions. I want to try out, and see how I would perform in the competition. And if you're gonna ask me a year ago if I ever thought I would represent Singapore in anything, the answer would be no. And then here I am today, being selected and given a chance to represent Singapore in SEA Games. I think it's a wonderful honor and I look forward to it. I'm just afraid that I don't do up to the expectations and I let the country down, But of course I know I'm going to work hard and make sure my team trains hard and really perform well.
Hi, ako nga pala si Carlito Ribo Jr. Ang IGN ko, Ribo. Player ako ng Team C-Ball for Mobile Legends Bangbang. Before ako maging pro player sa Mobile Legends, dati akong karerista ng motor. Nung nakita akong mga tropa ko na naglalaro ng Mobile Legends, parang nagdalawang isip ako na pag-quit ako sa drag racing. Tapos tinry ko yung maging Mobile Legends na. Tapos naging okay naman. Tapos nung nakakuha ako ng team, doon na, nag-quit na ako sa lahat ng ginagawa ko nung dati. Gagawa kami ng mga strategy, kami gagawa ng meta dito sa Pilipinas para ilaban namin sa buong Asia. Gagawin namin lahat para lang makuha namin yung gold medals para sa Pilipinas.
I'm Angelo Aylar Cangel, IGNQ, Team Captain of C-Ball Mobile Legends Bangbang. Before ako maging pro player, college student ako sa RTU. Madalas lang ako naglalaro ng kung ano-anong games kasi yun talaga hilig ko. Nung nagsimula ako maging pro player, hindi pa masyadong supportive yung parents ko kasi syempre lahat naman ng parents gusto nag-aaral yung anak nila. Pero ngayon national team na sobrang proud na nila sa akin. Nung napili ako sa SEA Games bilang representative ng Philippines, na-excite ako kasi ito yung unang medal event sa esports. Para sa mga player na bago lang dyan, ang ma-advise ko lang is huwag kayong mawawala ng tiwala lagi sa kampi nyo. Huwag nyo silang sisisihin lagi kasi bumababa yung confidence nila. Disiplina lang talaga kailangan.
Nama gue Christian Antonius, nickname gue Krypton. Gue kuliah di Business University. Jurusan gue teknik industri. Harus punya skill dan mental yang kuat. Kalau secara tim harus punya chemistry dan juga kepercayaan terhadap tim tersebut. Yang pasti bangga dan senang banget karena banyak orang yang ingin sampai sana tapi tidak semuanya bisa sampai sana dan saya menjadi salah satunya. Untuk keluarga sih awalnya kurang terlalu support tapi dia tidak melarang juga dan makin lama dari waktu ke waktu mereka jadi sangat support banget terhadap apa yang gue lakuin di dunia e-sport. Karena gue udah bisa membuktiin beberapa hal seperti juara IEL, terus masuk salah satu tim besar di Indonesia, meskipun cuma 5 bulan, tapi menjadikan bukti kepada mereka bahwa e-sport itu sekarang sangat berkembang dan bisa dijadikan karir ke depan.
grown over the past couple of years to multi-million-dollar tournaments. It's the primary form of entertainment for the youth and millennials. When we first caught wind of the SEA Games, we realized that it was missing a major component and what we felt should be esports. We flew across to Philippines. We met up with Senator Cayetano and the rest of FISOC, and the rest is history. Esports, for the first time ever, is a medal sport in a major sporting event.
This is the first time esports is going to be included in the SEA Games. It's a huge thing. Like, we've been waiting for this for quite a long time, actually.
It really shows how far esports has come. It's crazy to be on par with conventional sports.
I think esports today, this past year has been a turning point for the industry, and we're very proud to be part of this. The future of esports, I would say limitless and exciting. I'm just really passionate. I think there's a huge future in this, and we want to be part of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are making history. To be the first medal esports event in the world is a great promise.
Right now, we are having our the Southeast Asian Game Esport Test event. We did this so that we can conduct a simulation of what will happen on the actual SEA Games. So we're testing out everything in terms of the internet, the infrastructure, the league ops, the PCs, the networking, and also the streaming that will be used in the actual SEA Games.
Everyone's here to make sure that we have a really, really good presentation of esports come the Southeast Asian Games in December. Now, that's very important for esports because when we show them how successful we are in organizing this, we believe there will be more acceptance of esports, which would mean that even parents would understand that, hey, maybe there's a future, there's something after. We want a lot of young people to have brighter and bolder dreams. It's a new world, and who knows what comes next.
If any game deserves to be an esports title, it's got to be StarCraft 2. It's strategically speaking, very in-depth. There's a lot of strategies, there are a lot of things you can do. Some people call it like a chess game on steroids. The StarCraft 2 community is quite compact, so you kind of know everyone. The other top 2 players are usually from the Philippines and Vietnam, so they've been always consistently doing well in the other tournaments as well. I'm going to just do the same thing I've always done to prepare for tournaments, study a lot, practice a lot, and then just hope for the best.
So yun, finish ko yung pagiging Dota 2. Lahat ginawa ko para maging professional player. Siguro yung Dota kasi sa akin, sobrang importante kasi sa akin yun. Kung ako, sasabihin ko sa sarili ko na yung Dota is para siyang pagkain sa akin. Kumbaga, pag wala yung Dota, hindi ko mabubuhay yung sarili ko.
Jika kita dapat memenangkan turnamen ini, kita tentunya akan mendapatkan perhatian lebih dari tim-tim tier 1 Dota di dunia. Dan ini sangatlah bagus untuk karir-karir kita, player-player Dota Indonesia.
When I started playing was Taken 3 and I was like 7 years old back then. 18 years later, fast forward, it's actually selected as one of the games for SEA Games. I never thought that I would be given this opportunity to play in front of thousands and thousands of people.
The bootcamp really helped me get ready for the Southeast Asian Games 2019 because we had JDCR, which is one of the best Tekken players in the world, to train with us.
I was able to play with JDCR earlier. He told me a lot of tips and tricks and some things that I should not do. I'll take it as a lesson from him because he's obviously one of the best Tekken players in the world.
I got a chance, opportunity to teach maybe new generation, young players. They got improved a lot. I'm happy to see that.
KO. I think we're going to see some pretty exciting gameplay, and I'm looking forward to a really high level of competition.
There's a misconception of people thinking that esports is just playing games.
It's actually not that simple. There's actually a lot of hard work to it. You have to grind hours, you have to practice over and over again. You have to spend a lot of time.
I feel nervous because I have never traveled overseas for a gaming tournament before. So this will be challenging, but also will be a good experience for me. I will practice really hard for this and I want to perform and win the whole tournament.
Siguro sa tingin ko sa sarili ko, confident naman ako, pero hindi pa rin sapat yun na kailangan ko pahigitan yung mga ibang player na katulad ko. Nilipad kami ng Singapore para lang mag-training sa i-coach din ng mga international na player.
These guys are the Messis, the Ronaldos, the Lewis Hamiltons, if you were, of the esports world.
I still can't believe I get to actually see them in person. We are making history because we're bringing all 5 different teams to really spar and be trained.
Pretty rigorous. It's pretty intensive.
An event like this is something really quite special. These guys are the elite, when it comes to esports.
I've been a big fan of Eurogenesis since 5 years ago, and I was absolutely delighted that they managed to make it to this year's internationals. They're one of the top 5 teams in the world. I'm pretty excited for them to be in Singapore.
We've been queuing here for a couple of hours already. I'm really excited to meet them. I just want to come now and just take a look at their face in real life.
EG, we love you!
These guys are the Messis, the Ronaldos, the Lewis Hamiltons, if you were, of the esports world.
Evil Geniuses is one of the top tier teams in the world, and they make millions of dollars.
I think 16 years old and I've already earned $1 million when it comes to playing games is absolutely astonishing.
The Southeast Asian fans are definitely different than the others. There are actually just a lot more people that play Dota here.
Being a pro gamer, it's probably one of the more harder jobs, to be honest. It's gonna be a hard road, and you have to be mentally ready for that.
It's a very humbling experience, having so many fans, even from another region, come and cheer for us, which is super nice.
I still can't believe I get to actually see them in person. This is everything for me as a Dota fan.
Southeast Asia's best Dota 2 players have all come together to be put through their paces by the Evil Geniuses.
We are making history because we're bringing all 5 different teams to come to one single location to really spar and be trained.
Siguro, sobrang dami namin matututunan kasi next level na rin kasi yung team nila. Kaya siguro, malaking tulong sa amin mga player na maturuan din nila.
We had 2 games with Thailand. First game was pretty one-sided, but I think by the time we had the second game, it was actually a pretty close game. We're actually winning, but we're lacking some stuff here and there, so they actually won the second game too. So it was a 2-0.
And that's the thing about Dota, being proactive, always make them react. Never react yourself.
We have Bulba giving all his knowledge, give a lot of impact for us, because we don't have that tier 1 knowledge about it, so I think it's very helpful.
We get experience, the first-hand experience from a top team, sharing information with us, giving us tips, coaching us, whatever that we don't really know yet.
Event ini sangatlah disiplin, karena disiplin itu sangatlah penting bagi atlet, terutama e-sport, supaya kita itu lebih fokus dalam pertandingan.
what people don't understand is how much discipline, how much practice we put into it. I used to live in Australia, and when I realized that I wanted to go pro for Dota, I quit my job and pretty much left my life behind in Australia. I had an amazing girlfriend, I had an amazing friend, I had many amazing